Hello, welcome back to the next episode of the Waifu Wars. I am gonna hit you with that Supa and the Zaba and the Jabba and the Walla Walla Ding Dong. Drooby Doo.
And I am the obligatory fan service episode, so Roni.
Welcome back to the Waifu Wars podcast where we talk about all things anime, the good, the bad, and the weeb. But we're not talking about your waifu because she is trash.
Correct.
How you doing, Oni? Ugh.
I am exhausted, but I am nevertheless excited. How are you doing? Okay.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I don't know what's happening to me. For the past couple of weeks, I've been getting really bad allergies at night, so it's kind of off and on, and the severity varies. I guess you just caught me on a really good night, clearly. So, with that being said, because I don't want to subject you guys to my endless coughing, we're just gonna hop right into it, starting with our new segment. This week in anime. Da, 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 da. I'm gonna go first. Singer Ichiro Mizuki passes away at 74, according to Anime News. Oh my god, AnimeNewsNetwork.com. He passed away on December 6th. Due to lung cancer. And apparently, he's been doing a very good job of, dealing with it to the point where he was giving live performances till like since last month.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts. He is performed. He's known as the Emperor of anime songs. He's performed openings for over 50 years. Um, he seems like he's well known for most of his older work. A lot of shonens like Common. Wait, is Common Rider or is that just like a?
That's just like a show, like
Yeah,
Power
that's like
Rangers.
a Power Rangers, right? Okay, so he's done work for Common Rider. He's done for Voltron. Um, for Mazinger. Oh God, I didn't know Mazinger had so many.
It's a long
Wow, they had a
series.
lot. Yeah. So basically his repertoire is very vast. So, a true pioneer when it comes to the world of anime. And oh my god, I can't talk. He shall surely be missed. Is that what I'm trying to say?
He shall surely be missed. Say that 5 times fast.
Shall surely be missed. As I get for trying to sound nice. Rest in peace.
Yes.
Ichiro Mizuki, thank you. Second news. Uh, for those who are into your fighting games, especially Melty Blood, Ushi and um, oh my god, I'm free. Dantes has been added into Melty Blood as DLC characters. They will be available. I forget when they're gonna be available. I don't know what date they're gonna be available, but they're coming out very soon. Oh, Thursday. They're coming out Thursday. This Thursday.
That's actually that fuels my theory that there is definitely a Fate fighting game in the works, because lately all of the Melty Blood DLC characters have just been Fate Go characters. Like I think it
Yeah.
was Mosh. Well, it was
Yeah.
Artoria, then Mosh, and now it's these two.
Yeah. Two at the same time. Like
So
that's
I'm like, yeah, they're just gonna start making an FGO fighting game, and I'm here for it. I hope it's Arc System Works that does it. God, can you imagine the budget?
oh my god. Yes. Do you think it'd be enough to topple FGO Arcade?
Uh, we
Eh,
could take over Evo. We would have to change to a professional fighting game channel, and I'd have to like try to master the fighting game circuit. We'll make it work.
Yeah, somehow, some way. Oh, what do you have for us?
My side of things, the Demon Slayer anime Swordsmith Village arc premieres in April with a 1 hour TV special. So yes, the first episode of Demon Slayer's new season is going to be premiering early, and it's also going to be an hour long TV special. So that's cool. I think they did that with the second season too. But it's gonna be premiering in February in special screenings across Japan, including 41 IMAX theaters. That's dope. I would love to see Demon Slayer in IMAX. It'll actually be coming to the United States. If you live in the cool ass West Coast, you will get it on the 18th of February. And you also get a concert performed by Eimer, so that's dope.
Wow.
But if
Well,
you
fuck
are in the
that.
boring ass rest of the United States and Canada, you get no such thing, and you have to wait till March 3rd to get it. But it's going to be appearing in over 1,700 theaters in the United States and Canada, so that means a lot of places are going to be showing it. So that's really cool. I would have never thought we'd get like an anime screening in so many theaters. Holy shit! Like,
Yeah.
that's super widespread.
My only oh, excuse me. My only thing is that I don't want to pay money for an hour. I don't want to pay.
Well, it also comes with the screenings will include episodes 10 and 11 of the second season.
So an hour. So the first episode.
So it is 2 hours. It's just the first hour is going to be recap.
Yeah, y'all have fun with that. I'm not.
We're totally doing it. We're gonna give a review.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know who this is.
We're gonna go. We're not only gonna watch it. We're gonna go to the Alamo Draft House and pay double the normal price of tickets to watch it.
Yeah, well, you have fun with that. I'm just gonna bootleg it like everyone else. Allegedly.
Yes. Allegedly.
All right. Now that we're done with our news, it's time for our weekly reviews. I'm gonna start off with Chainsaw Man episode 9, which I'm gonna make that my episode of the week.
Yeah, for obvious reasons.
I just like.
Well, I'm gonna split it with. I'm gonna split it with something out of obligation. But this was far better than the thing I'm gonna split it with. It's when you see what I'm splitting it with, you're gonna be upset. But
I'm also gonna split it. Yeah, I'm gonna split it. Only because it was it's because it wasn't like, it was like a cool comeback episode for sure. And Makima, man.
Oh yeah, I'm totally a Makima simp now. She's evil as shit, but I love her. She can blow me up anytime.
You're a simp and I'm a stan.
Apologize to Kobeni.
No. I won't. I still don't like her.
Well, I've come around. She apologized for trying to kill Denji, and she's also literally John Wick, so I will forgive her. I look forward to seeing more of her.
She's okay. Not worth the apology, but she's like, you're okay, I guess now. Yes, you having a cool animation fight scene and saving Denji after you try to kill Denji only cancels you out. It does not make you good.
What makes her good is her cool moves.
It puts I would agree with you but for me they balance out her shitty moments, which was the entire hotel arc. But yeah, that was pretty that's pretty wild. I'm not gonna lie. And I called it. I said, what?
Oh, that Kobeni was still alive?
Oh yeah, I was
I
like,
was
Kobe's
50-50
gonna
on it.
live,
I,
and
I
I
was
was like,
not
Kobe's gonna
surprised she's
live, and the
alive.
other dude's gonna die. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Well, I definitely knew the other guy was dead because he's too plain looking to ever be relevant to anything. Like he has generic side character anime design 101. So yeah,
I mean, she's not any
she
more
isn't any
standoutable.
more standout in
Not
terms of
really. Not
design,
at all.
but her personality is so like out there that it's like, oh yeah, she could definitely be a
Out there. It's not
she
out there.
she
She's just a scared
she.
little bitch.
Yes, but that's more personality than like 99% of side characters. The dude had no
No,
personality.
you're right. His personality was like,
I'm
I
like, they
like
wouldn't
people.
bother giving Kobeni so many lines and like such a personality if she wasn't gonna stick around.
Yeah.
Oh, then again, Himeno died, so I don't know who the fuck am I to talk.
Listen, I'm not saying I want Kobeni to die. Not at this point. But if she did,
If you
I
could
wouldn't
trade,
be.
if you could trade Kobeni for Kobeni's life to bring Himeno back, would you?
Oh, next episode, Himeno would be like, "Oh, what happened?" And then Himeno would you just hear close. Oh, excuse me.
I'm still sticking by Power. She's my number one girl, but
It was not even here.
she apparently bailed.
She
Like she just
dipped.
left. She
She
literally
dipped.
dipped. She was
And
not
I'm like, I'm
anymore.
mad at her. That's like, ironically, for such a idiotic fiend, that was actually really smart.
Mhm.
But yeah, the fight between Denji and uh Katana Man was pretty. That was pretty cool. I like that fight. And it was even funnier when he was just like, "Hey, this fight might be kind of troublesome. Bring guys with guns to shoot
Mhm.
him." I'm here for underhanded tactic. That makes sense.
Yeah, I like how effective the guns are too. Like they're pretty effective. They're not useless.
Yeah. Yeah, like they won't kill him, but it's
They'll like
like
stun
he's like,
him and
ow. Yeah,
mhm.
exactly. And that's plenty of time that um that Katana Man needs. But then I guess it didn't really matter because when Denji took the guy hostage, he was like, her, what are you gonna do now? And he's like, man, that sucks because you're gonna make me kill my own dude.
Yeah, that was a
Like he,
very naive thing on Denji's part. Like you wouldn't kill
yeah,
your own ally. Yeah, I totally
yeah,
would. They are totally
exactly.
disposable.
Where are Yakuza? Hello. uh, but yeah, but then that didn't matter too much because Makima gathered all them prisoners and she just
Death
started,
noted them.
yeah, started just squishing them, turning them all into tomato paste.
I'm sorry, that's
Uh,
a horrible way to die. I don't care what you guys say. I would rather just shoot myself in the head than have to sit there
I
waiting for my
mean,
imminent death at the hands of like a spectral force that just crushes me.
I don't think one is better than the other because, like, I don't know, pulling the trigger, like taking a gun and pulling the trigger, like that's pretty rough.
It is rough, but all I would need to do is see somebody explode in front of me, and I will overcome.
I guess.
I'm like, oh, that doesn't look fun.
But yeah, no. So I feel like Makima's double powers. Actually, I actually can't say that at all. I don't know what her double powers are. I was gonna compare them to Hayate from Nanaha.
Hmm.
Very like
Yeah,
it's ape
I have to
shit crazy, but you
famous for
just need a
blowing
lot of
people the
setup.
fuck up.
Right, but I just need quite a little bit of setup. I
Hmm.
mean, like not quite. She's not quite a close range fighter.
I'm trying to
At
figure
least
out what her demon was, like
right.
their
At least
contract.
that's what I want to say. But then when she kind of came back from the dead in the
Hmm.
train and put a bunch of holes in them, it's
Yeah.
like, well, okay, no, you can defend yourself at close range.
So I'm guessing she has multiple devils because, for one, she definitely got shot and she just lied to everyone. I was like, "Oh, I wasn't shot. I just,
Yeah.
whatever." So she definitely have some kind of devil who I'm guessing maybe can like reverse time or something, and then definitely the other one which like blows people up. So
Yeah,
I was thinking
it
like the
seemed...
Crow Devil because there was like crows everywhere. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
I'm like, like
maybe a bunch of invisible crows actually show up and just like pick a person apart. They don't actually just like that's what's happening.
That's not what that would look like.
You don't know. Have you ever been picked apart by crows?
No, but they exploded.
They're bomb crows.
Okay. Bomb crows.
The thing everyone fears.
The bomb crow, right?
The bomb crow
Even more,
demon.
even stronger than the gun devil itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just the way Makina did it, and she's just so... I'm like, I I just want to be her.
I'm just a sucker for like, you know, I like competent evil women. So, and I know she definitely.
Me too, kind of.
I'm pretty sure she planned this whole thing because she knew everyone's names, like all the people she killed. She had to know their names. She was like, "Oh yes, I have the list of all their names here." Just so happened, and as the guy pointed out at the end,
I don't think
like,
she had a list, but she definitely
she
predicted
knew.
this to a degree.
So, and like the other guy pointed out, she was just like, he was like, "How much did you know was gonna happen?" And she was like, "It's classified information." It just so happens that this whole event worked out in my favor because now I get like more power, you know. So,
I think she knew. I think she learned their names throughout the through her devil power, or
the
her practice
crows.
with some devil. Yeah, something with the crows. Something
So
with
we're up to her
Psych,
having three demons.
or however many.
The crow devil for reconnaissance, the bomb devil for blowing people up, and the time reversal devil to heal from her injury.
Okay, I mean, we don't have to give them names now because I'm pretty sure at least 2 of those are wrong.
Maybe. We'll see.
But yeah, that was... Yeah, it was just very... Yeah, she was just very badass this episode.
Yeah. Especially at the end, she had like this little low-key threat to the other group. The guys were like, we're not joining your team. We're going to go back to Kyoto. And she's like, that's a shame. It'd be a shame if you missed out on all these delicious restaurants.
I think it was a threat. I think it was
She
a
said it
small
kind of
way.
threatening it.
I think she was saying it as a way to like kind of like there's like a somewhere deep down in her psychotic mind, she had a hint of regret that everyone had to die.
No.
Because she's definitely
now she's manipulating you into thinking that she has remorse.
I mean, she doesn't have enough remorse to not do what she did, but she's like, damn, it sucks y'all had to die for
all I'm saying is, if next episode they open with Denji and everyone eating some food and we never see those two people again, I wouldn't put it past Makima doing
I
something.
just think she's referring to the fact that they all went out and like ate at a very nice place before they all proceeded to get slaughtered.
That had some
That's
very,
how I took it.
This food is to die for type vibes.
I don't know. I think that you think anything that she says is just like,
yes, everything she says is a threat.
And no, I don't blame you for that. I don't blame you for your opinion at all. It's definitely, I don't know. I think for me, I'm telling the humanizer because that would make her more interesting as opposed to just like I'm which one calls it? Not the word psychotic.
I just think she's a sociopath. Yeah, I think she's sociopathic.
That's it. She's like, I'm just sociopath, so I'll do whatever. It'd be that'd make her a little bit less interesting.
I don't think she's doing whatever. I think she's explicitly doing whatever will make her more powerful in the organization.
I mean, I don't think.
And it's like she owes anyone anything. Like none of the people working for her are like her friends. They're all just like pawns for her.
True. I don't think she like I said, do I think she foresaw some of this coming? Yes. Did she go as far to do it herself? I don't think so. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think. Oh my god, no! Because now I say it, I feel like I'm gonna speak it the truth. I'm gonna speak it into existence. I was gonna be like, I don't think she did like some weird reconnaissance, found out Denji's relationship with some with Pochita, and or maybe it was her who was like convincing like members of the Yakuza, like Denji's boss, like, yeah, you should totally just I don't know, fuse with your devils. And then Chainsaw Man is born, and then she's like, "Oh, dope! Like this dude killed all these devils. I want him." And then she was like, "Oh shit, they're probably gonna be really mad. Probably gonna be really mad and try to attack Denji at some point." Yeah, I don't think I don't think she started the whole thing per se, but I definitely know at some point she was aware that there's gonna be some type of retaliation.
Maybe.
I mean, did she foresee it on this scale? I don't think
I don't think
so.
she like meticulously planned everything, but I think she just knew people
Right.
were gonna die and there was gonna be like an ambush and shit.
Yeah. Eventually, I don't think she knew the day, but she knew it was gonna happen,
Mm-hmm.
and she clearly prepared for it.
Yeah. And also before we move on, I just want to say because
Mhm.
I have a feeling she's not gonna last through the next episode, but I do like Snake Girl, Snake Devil Girl.
Wait, what do you mean she's not gonna
Oh,
last?
she's
You
definitely
think she's
dying.
gonna? You think she's gonna die next episode?
Oh, there's only like 2 episodes left. She's definitely
Oh,
dying.
yeah,
Colt
she's
Benny's
probably gonna
probably
die.
gonna just shoot her in the face at the start of the next episode. She didn't look particularly strong outside of just being able to summon the snake demon, which Colt Benny can deal with. So
Yeah. I mean, we'll see about that. We don't know. There's plenty of this manga that's going on,
yeah, that's true.
so we'll
Who knows?
see.
Maybe she'll be a new main character.
Hmm. All right. Also, yeah, I'm curious to see what her past is with Homegirl with
Makima,
Makima because
yeah.
they know each other,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like, how did the Yakuza know um like the Devil Hunters? What's their relationship? I feel like they've had a tumultuous relationship well before all this happened,
Yeah, most
especially
likely.
because they know each other to an extent. So I'm interested in finding out the connections.
Same.
All right, let's move on to Spy Family Part 2, Episode 11. Ugh,
Yes.
this
Is this your other
was
episode of the week?
shit. Is it? I think so.
Ooh.
I think so. I think it is because yeah, this is a very satisfactory part two to the Fiona arc.
Yeah. It also
Excuse me.
had the whole like god tier animation moment, which like yes. Yeah, they spent their whole budget on this. I feel like there
Right.
weren't that many crazy animation episodes this season in this half of
Mhm.
the Spy Family core, but this was definitely one of them.
Absolutely. Just once everyone was trying to kill them
Mm,
between the snipers and the tennis boys and the the hundreds of other traps. Just watching them like flail around and like spin, jump, flip, turn, and
yeah,
all
there was
that
like a
other
whole segment where it was like the cameras panning around and they looked like some DBZ super fighting animations. Like they were just zapping around the court.
right. It reminds me of that one. They very much remind me of that one. Oh God, I forget what it was called. This Chinese anime that I kept recommending to you and everybody else because it was like super fan. Because the fighting scenes were like
Yeah, I know
fantastic.
exactly what you're talking about, and I always forget the name as well. That's why I haven't watched
But yeah, it
it.
was giving me that though. It was very good. Um, but yeah. So aside from that, it was also just lots of funny moments. Oh, excuse me. After when they win the game and Lloyd is not confronting, he's consoling um the other guy that they're playing against.
Yeah,
I
the
forgot their
brother.
name. Also, I just realized that their last names, like Lloyd and Fiona, like their undercover names, their last names are both phony. I was like,
You didn't catch that immediately last episode.
I really was not paying attention. That was funny.
I'm waiting for their next undercover name to just be like McFake.
Right.
Timothy McFake, of course.
I am Angela. We are real. Oh my gosh. The whole moment where Fiona confronts Yor.
Mhm.
I just love how once again we remember what a monster Yor is.
Yeah, yours always existing in the background as like this hidden boss character that just sometimes comes to the surface, and you're like, oh yeah, she is insanely strong.
Yeah. Also, I don't know who said this, but I was under the impression that this season is going to be a lot like more Yor heavy, and it really was not.
There's still like 2 episodes left, I think.
Right.
I
Not
would
that
say
I'm
this has been
in.
more. Actually, this season's been more. It's been more focused. I feel like we got a good balance of all three of them. Like right now, we're doing the Lloyd arc. We had a lot of Anya, of course, and then we had some Yor, like with her cooking and stuff.
You mean that episode?
It was like an episode of her cooking, and there was like another episode where she was front and center. I forget what it was though.
Hmm.
She had that whole other segment where she was bringing Anya her clothes. Like she's had a few segments here and there. She
Right, but
hasn't
it's
had
not
like
an
a whole
arc.
arc. She hasn't had an
Yes,
arc.
that's my thing. Anya has had an arc. Lloyd has had an arc. Where's Anya's arc? I
Every
mean, where's Yor's
every
arc?
arc is Anya's arc.
Right, exactly. Where is Yor's arc? Because I like her, and
Yeah, she's my favorite character next to Anya. Actually, is it controversial to say I like Yor more than Anya? Like Anya's funnier, but Yor is just like
that also
Yor.
damn
It's so hard to
right.
choose.
Like she's so like I like her because she's like she's peak. I guess this is a weird because I haven't thought I would ever use this word, but she's like peak bimbo energy. I was gonna say
Yeah.
himbo energy because you know what a himbo is, but then I
Mm.
guess I'm like, but she's a woman, so bimbo. But a
Yeah.
bimbo isn't
Peak
necessarily
bimbo energy.
the
Do you think
so the difference
YouTube
between a
will
bimbo and a himbo is like at least a himbo he's like known for being very strong. A bimbo's not really known for that.
do you think YouTube would like that title?
No.
Well, we're gonna find out.
No, please don't. Don't. Please don't. Well, I mean, I'm no, just no, just no. I thought we're playing with fire. But yeah, no, she's just so nice and pretty and strong and also a killer, but
Yeah.
which kind of makes her a little spicy.
Yeah,
And
like if she wasn't a killer who's also monstrously strong, I think she'd be a bit boring of a character. But like that violent edge that she has is just good
yeah,
enough. Like it's just enough to be like,
right. Like even it's like it's it's disarming, but in a fun way where she's like in her normal happy talking voice. She's like, "Oh my god, they can't hide all my weapons I kill people with. Oh
mm-hmm. Yeah,
no!"
it's not like she's an unhinged murderer, but she's also not super cutesy, innocent, naive girl either.
Exactly. So she's just a very fun balance. Also, Yor with her hair down is just
yes,
chef's kiss.
it is perfection.
Chef's kiss.
Hope
I'm
she
like,
keeps
I
it next
wish we
episode.
could. I feel like she doesn't. I feel like that's like a treat for us. They won't
Yeah,
let
it's
us
like
have it too
you just
often.
get like a little bit of it every few episodes.
Right. And I'm like, it's fine. I'm fine with that because when it comes up, that means I get to appreciate it more. Um. Oh wow, not the ambulance passing by. I guess yours on duty tonight. Let's see. Oh, and I guess this is where the part where Anya is really Anya is really great. Is because through Anya's powers we can always hear what the other two are thinking. And right before they started the tennis match, we got to pan to Fiona's thoughts, where they basically were thinking the same thing, but just like the inverse. They're like, "Oh my god, no! What if Lloyd leaves me?" And then their depiction of Lloyd is both of theirs is equally like ridiculous. Like, oh my god, yes, I love women who can play tennis. Goodbye, Yor. I was like, what?
By Yor, I only date women with tennis skills.
Right. I only want to date Serena Williams.
Yeah.
So when Yor does the first serve, she just merely slices it's so hard the ball just gets sliced into pieces. And she's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Let's get another ball." And then Fiona's like, "What?" And that's when Fiona's like, what's that joke? It was at that moment that she realized that she fucked up.
Yeah.
Like,
Like if she was just like, what? Can we not do this anymore?
and yours like, I'm gonna do it gentler, less power, and then sends literally like a meteor, which once again cue like the godlike animation. Literally looks like I don't know Kamehameha wave that's about to blow up Cell or some shit. And Fiona just had like this whole like intense monologue while she's like smacking the ball. And she's just like, "No, I must do it." And then of course the ball just rips through the bracket.
I like how Lloyd was like, "Yeah, this is why I told you not to do it." Like at first he was like, "Fiona, please don't do this," and we're thinking it's because like he thinks Fiona's gonna like go hard on Yor, and then this happens. And he's like, "This is exactly why I told you not to." Yor is just gonna beat the shit out of you.
Right. So he's like not,
Yeah, he's aware that Yor is ungodly strong for some reason. And he just accepts it.
Right.
Whatever.
He's just like, yeah, okay, so I'm dating Superwoman. Yes, that was funny. Although I love how at the end the gag is that the dossiers are just pictures of women from musical theater that the general was collecting.
Oh yeah, that little twist at the end. The world's first simp.
He's yeah, and I was gonna say I agree with the wife, but nah, the wife should let him keep it. Wife should let them keep the pictures.
I mean, I guess the equivalent would be like, would you let your husband, I don't know, follow girls on their OnlyFans?
That is not the same. Holy shit! Oni, what?
I'm putting it in modern. I'm putting it in modern terms. He's simping for these women.
Yeah, I was really gonna agree with you because I thought the last word that was gonna come out your mouth instead of OnlyFans was like Twitter or Instagram. That would be an actual appropriate analogy. Not porn.
There's not much difference. There's plenty of porn to follow on Twitter and Instagram.
okay, non-pornographic sweaters. You know what you know exactly what I mean.
Oh, Drew, what's the matter? Are you insecure about me?
All right. Anyways, excuse me. But yeah, that's how it ended. Well, and then there's like a splash of after credits where you just see Fiona hitting the tennis racket.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that scene of her running away in the car, that was really cute too. It's very cartoonish, very Tom and Jerry. Yeah.
I like the way they give Fiona little bits of personality. Like she's stoic 90% of the time, but when she does have those little moments, they're really cute.
Yeah, and shout out to her voice acting because like 9% of her her personality is shown through just her freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that's so great, Lloyd. I love you.
Love you.
All right, let's move on to My Hero Academia, season 6, episode 11. This was originally going to be my episode of the week.
Understandably, it's not anymore.
It wasn't, only because it was a good twist. Like it was a really good twist. Like that twist gagged me. that twist did gag me. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, we find out in this episode that Davi is Todoroki's brother.
Dun dun dun. And the original son of Endeavor, the first son.
Not the original.
The original son. Before that poser came through.
The posers.
The posers.
All them fake children.
But I love the like when you just in case the audience is like, is this a trick? No, he had to pull out the Maury paternity test results to be like, actually, here's my DNA proof.
He's like, nope, it's actually me. I'm actually
Endeavor,
son.
you are the father.
And I love how, like, you know, I feel like Endeavor was so looking forward to just leaving his past behind and trying to be a better person. And it's like, nope.
Nope, fuck you.
Exactly. He's like, nope. Well, actually, everyone's gonna know the kind of man you were.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, that was so shocking. This is for the first time. This is what I actually felt bad for Endeavor. Like I actually like felt some sense of sympathy or pity even.
Nah, I'm not gonna go that far.
because all your shit is being aired out, and you can't even like digest that because your son who you thought died is came back from the dead and is also a villain. A villain with like Shigaraki who like almost killed you.
I feel like I will say I do think the whole him turning evil, at least for now, is kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't know
like
why. Yeah, we don't know the why yet.
Yeah,
and I'm glad you touched upon that because I don't. Because
that
even
was a
after
missing
all this,
piece.
yeah, after even that whole expose that he released, he didn't quite explain the why do you hate your father for this? Because just back on the memories that we saw in the episode, this is at the point when Endeavor was like an okay human being or an okay father, I should say.
Yeah, before he became crazy.
Exactly. So, I guess there's just a lot of questions of what happened in that forest.
Why did you leave
a part of it?
Your son to in the middle of the forest use his fire powers unsupervised?
I mean, that too. I mean, there might be an actual answer for that.
Wow. Parent of the year.
We don't know. All he literally was just like, there's a fire, and he got burnt to a crisp.
Son, you know those fire powers you have that you can't control and that are way more strong than mine? Go to the middle of the forest and practice those.
I feel like
Near the flammable trees.
I feel like he didn't tell him to do that because.
Well, then I hope
And
not.
there was a lot of things.
He's not that stupid.
Right, he's not that dumb.
Well, I don't want to think Dobby's that dumb.
But Dobby was a kid.
Yeah, but even kids, I like to give kids more credit.
Nope.
I'm gonna practice my fire ability in the middle of the forest.
Nope. Hello. Do we not remember the episode of Aang where Aang was literally like, "Yay, time to play with fire," and then he proceeds to burn Katara?
Oh, well, that's true.
Because that was such a good idea. Yeah. No. So yeah, no, kids can't be that dumb. So, especially considering said fire apparently was so strong, like it was stronger. He admitted that it was stronger than
than like his
Endeavor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. So yeah, this episode. That's why it can't be my episode of the week because it just left me with a lot of questions.
Also, why is this fire blue now?
Why is this fire blue? Yeah, just a lot of questions. I will say this video though, like that is so damning. Like even if they somehow, because I, as far as I'm concerned, this battle is gonna turn into I'm not even sure if I could say a draw. I think it's more or less gonna. It's kind of a draw, but more or less, it's a draw only because Shigaraki's like on the verge of death, but they didn't capture him, so it's like it's like you still kind of lose. If it would have been a draw, but then this whole expose, this smear campaign is going to be effective. Like, there's no way it's not going to be. Of course, as you saw with that kid who's like some Endeavor simp.
Yeah,
him and his friend.
I really wish they were like not focusing on them so much.
Right.
I'm like, I don't really care what these
we get it. I mean, I think they just showed on him to, like, because he's supposed to be the representative of like
the average
everyone. Yeah, everyone reacting.
Why are they recurring characters?
I don't know.
They have more screen time than Froppy does. I don't like
it. Yeah, that was really, really tough. He then, Adabi, showed footage of Hawks killing twice.
Yeah, that one is
was
big.
Wild.
Yeah,
that's big. That's huge. Because, girl, we got you on camera.
Yeah, clutching with 4K.
So I feel like whatever he says, it's gonna have so much not validity. What's the word I'm looking for? Where it's like, I said something, and now because I said something else and it's true, not everyone else is gonna believe everything else that I said.
Or like proof.
Yes. Yeah. The weight of his words are gonna be heavier. His claims, like, they're not gonna be refuted as much. So yeah, this was rough. Like, that's why I'm like, ooh, poor Endeavor. I
still love how Endeavor got fucked this whole.
Like, absolutely. And that Dobby moment was so cool. He's about to like literally kill him. He literally just jumped out. He's like, bitch, let's go. About to kill him with his own move.
I like how this all stretches back from like even the original season with the whole Stain thing, where like Stain was the the driving force behind the whole League of Villains and people mistrusting heroes, and it's like from that little seed, even though it happened like 5 seasons ago, the repercussions are still like here, like they're still going.
Yeah.
The only complaint I have about this episode, as evident by you not even mentioning it, is that whole Toga scene was a whole anticlimactic.
Yeah, I was
waste
gonna
of
say that.
time.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna eventually work my way there. I was like, let me just get the good
We were
part of the
working our
way.
way backwards.
Right.
Yeah, the toga scene was a waste. Sorry.
It was. She was that, and I'm gonna say something that you're not gonna like,
Mhm.
Oni, and this is not me doing this just because you like Toga. It's just me putting on my critic hat. Remember how I said I don't want Makima to just like? Remember I said I was hoping like Makima. I Wait, what she said about the food. I was
Mhm.
like, I don't think that's a threat. I'd like to think that there's part of her that's like has some regret that it came down to this, that like all these people are dead,
Mhm.
even though she realized like it was like an inevitability.
Right.
Because in my mind I'm like, I don't feel like they're not gonna make her that predictable. Toga, on the other hand, is just like copy and paste. Like I feel like half the
No,
shit.
the issue is not Toga. It was definitely Ochako, and yeah, it
No,
was.
it was like they were just
And the writing. It
like
was
she was.
Ochako and the writing. Tag teaming Toga.
Toga was just kind of just saying shit. It's just
Exactly. The
like
writing was horrible for that. Like, I get what they were trying to say, but it was like, ugh. This is so unnecessary
really
and
kind
dumb.
of because I almost kind of don't.
It
It
was
was
the whole
like
thing is just basically like, oh, like Toga's character is good. They're just really bad at expressing it because her whole thing is just like, I'm weird because I like to hurt the people I love, and the more I love you, the more I want to hurt you. Therefore, you're like, that's normal to me. So I don't like when other people say I'm not normal because this is my normal. Like that's our whole thing, and that's interesting and cool. But they just do a horrible job of expressing it.
right. I feel like
Like
you
the whole thing with
explained
her
Toga's
killing.
character better than they did.
Yeah, because the whole thing with like Ochako being like, "Oh, you killed that old woman," and blah blah blah, and Toga was just like, "Well, no, I did that because I like the old woman, and that's how I show I like people. I kill them." And like, so like if they went deeper into that, that could work, but they didn't. It just became like a yelling match between Toga and Ochako about nothing, and then Ochako or Toga was just like, "All right, I'm out. I learned what I needed to learn." Which is
Right,
nothing.
and I'm right. I'm like, what did you learn? Because I don't understand. I don't understand what just happened. Yeah, it was to put it bluntly, it was just very yeah. I feel like
they do her better when she has her like her own little arc. Like she had that arc where she was fighting the other crazy woman. And that was
yeah,
cool. But yeah,
that was cool. Yeah, this felt like you said, this felt like very much a waste of
when
time.
she intrudes on other people's arcs, it doesn't work out so well.
It does not, and I don't know. I feel like they could have done so much more with that fight. Uh,
I do think maybe she got Toga's or she got Ochako's blood at some point. I don't know if they show
yeah,
it or not, but
it's
that would
one
have
of those
been the whole
things.
reason she would have been there for.
It felt, I don't know, it felt very Sakura Ino,
Oof.
which is Ochako. Yeah, Ochako is support, even though I like her 10 times more than Sakura. And I'm not saying this is how this anime does women, because there's a lot of women in this show with like OP abilities.
Mhm.
But yeah, just in this one segment, it just felt very Naruto.
Yeah,
So that's why I think that's why it can be my episode of the week.
fair
Like
enough.
that kind of just made it a little. That kind of just made it a little weak.
I pretty much agree. That whole first half was weak.
hmm Um. However, Genist, the great Genist, I forget what his full name is.
Best star genus, dude.
Best Genist. He came in just in time, right when Dabi was about to dive bomb his dad into oblivion.
Mm-hmm.
So he's back, which I'm assuming is just going to be just enough so that no one else will die.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Also, I'm just like, did they just drop him with like a bunch of like thick,
Like jeans.
thick, yeah,
Like
thick
denim.
denim,
Some slim
right?
fit.
Like this denim is not like made out of like metal and wires and shit. Like, because he's about to like blow homeboy up, but then he was stopped
Yeah.
cold. So I guess they might be fire resistant.
Fire
So
resistant jeans, huh?
yes, I can finally see flaming.
Hello, H&M. I have an idea.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm assuming it's gonna be the conclusion. All right. Up next, we have Mighty Masha Iruma-kun, season 3, episode 10. Let's see. I why is Iruma and Lead always in drag? Like, why are they always cross-dressing every couple of episodes?
Because everyone loves it.
I guess so. Also, what was that song from?
I don't know, but it did sound
Yeah.
familiar.
Right, it's not the first time
No.
that they did it. So yeah, Iruma is about to start his very plot armor way to victory. He's about to
Yeah.
grow some
The
legendary
instant
plant.
win plant.
It's the one leaf. The legend leaf, and then they talk to Keroli and Kamui, which I'm like, why would your competitors
Share that
help
information.
you? Right, I
Well,
would.
clearly because they wanted to see them in drag and singing.
I guess it was that worth it. And then what's even worse, they don't even get like, clear instructions. They just get a fucking song, which is a riddle.
Yeah. So apparently they have to like plant the seed and then grow it or something. I'm guessing they're gonna have their abilities are gonna somehow play into this and make it like grow faster or something.
Quick, shoot the seed with the arrow,
I was trying to find a way how his arrow would work into this.
You just choose the plant. Hello? Oh my gosh. Yeah. So that was interesting. I like the beginning where Sabnak and Asmodeus started, they had their little moment where that wraps up the whole. Well, I guess it doesn't wrap it up.
No, they're
I
gonna
mean,
keep
it does. It
fighting.
wraps up that story.
Mhm.
Like that's the story is contained, even though it's implied that they're gonna keep competing. But I doubt we're gonna see much of them
Hopefully
the rest of
not.
this arc.
I like them, but too much of
Right?
them would
Yeah.
wear
Like that was
thin.
enough. That was enough that we saw. Like I had a good time with that. I don't need any more. Thank you so much. Let's see. I did like that Amedi looking for Iruma,
Mm-hmm.
and then which prompted the whole girl talk between her fellow student council member. I was just
Yeah,
like,
that
ah,
was
this is nice.
cute.
We don't get to see these moments where she bonds with other women like that.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. So this is very nice. And she's like, "Oh yeah, you like Iruma," which I'm like, "Thank you." I'm glad not everyone is
Someone knows.
right. It's not completely oblivious. They had that time where they had to bond over. It was really
And
cute.
I like it, Mary. I like that she's not super like generic. Like no, Baka. Like she kind of
Right.
plays into it. Like yeah, he cute. He
Exactly.
makes me. He's always proving me wrong.
Right. And I like that the other girl wasn't like being a dick about it. She was like, "No, no, that little boy, blah 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 blah."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it was just a very wholesome moment. Two girls just having girl chat about boys.
Yes. And as much as I
Um,
do like Clara, I do ship Amiri and Iruma. I think they're the better pair. Yeah.
yeah, no, Clara's too busy acting like a 10-year-old. So yes, of course I'm rooting for Maddie. Yes, I'm rooting for the woman. Thank you very much.
I just want Clara to be happy. All right.
Yes.
Maybe they can adopt Clara.
Uh,
She'll be the surrogate child.
Not she's getting cucked by being their child.
I don't even think that's cucking. I think that's what she'd prefer.
Probably. The one that gagged me at the end, that Jazzy and what's his name? I want to say Goemon, but I feel like I don't think
I forget what his name is all the time.
it's something Mon. But yeah, I'm like, how did they drop out? And I'm like, did they even drop out? Oh, it's not Goemon. Even though it was Goemon. But the name was Goemon, but wrong character. I was talking about
Yeah,
Alistair,
you're talking about
the
the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not the ninja guy.
Not the ninja guy, who is Goemon. But yeah, so I want to know, are they even? I assume they are out.
I feel like they're
Well,
out and they're setting up this whole gambling thing as a way to earn money for like getting their revenge on their master. But I don't know how it's gonna work out.
yeah, it's like did they at some point they were just like, screw it, we just want money instead.
Yeah, we just want to scam people.
Yeah, I'm
I mean, that is kind of like the whole point of their trading was like how to, you know, what's a nicer way to say scam? Outsmart people. Outmaneuver them.
You can say scam. It's not
fine.
Not a bad
Scam.
word.
I feel like that's such a native word.
But that's literally what he's doing.
Yeah, well, I want to be nicer. I want to sanitize my language and be more positive.
Well, when they're no longer literally scamming people, you know, then we can call it something else.
Fair.
Okay. Also, randomly, I just looked up Iruma's voice actor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm really shocked that the voice actor is a man.
Oh, I thought it was a woman this whole time.
Me too. Are you ready for the second surprise?
What?
He's older than both of us.
I'm upset. Well,
why are you upset?
Because I can't do a kid voice. Hey, it's me, Iruma. Ho.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try.
Hire me for the
my throat's already going through it. But yeah, that's crazy. He also plays Venti from Genshin.
No, that makes sense. He just plays Shotas. He's just like cross-dressing Shotas. That's what he does. That's his niche. He's been typecasted.
I mean, it works. I'm like, how do you? Wow. Like, I almost want to. I kind of want to see, like, how do you do that? That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he lives in Los Angeles.
Oh,
so
cool.
That's a thing. Yeah.
We can go visit him. Ask him ourselves. Like, can you do Iruma's voice?
Right. And he'll be like, that will be $100.
Yeah.
For line.
Fuck it, I'll pay it.
Right. All right. I think that's all I have to say about the episode. You? Okay, let's move on to Eminence in Shadow, episode 10.
Which is my other episode of the week. Only because this episode finally did. No, not because it's a fan service episode.
Not just because the
fan service.
Right.
But because this episode did what I've been asking the show to do since episode 1, which is establish characters and their personalities so that I actually care and can relate to them and have an interest in what they're doing. And we got the whole Shadow Garden, like a good amount of the Shadow Garden characters.
That is true. I can't, they went full comedy this episode. Well, the vast majority was very full comedy. It was very funny.
That helps because the comedy is by far the best part of the show.
Right. Gosh, this is one episode where I did not have notes on, so I'm trying to.
Well, let me say the fan service is kind of kind of gratuitous. I don't mind it, but it's nuts.
It was just very, it just felt very out of place
It's not
because
the
it's
most,
on.
yeah. It's not the most subtle or like there is an art to fan service, and this is definitely on the spectrum of fan service where it's just like we're gonna just zoom up a girl's ass crack while she's talking, and that'll be a little fan
and
service.
that's that.
I'm like, yeah, you're not really being clever or like creative or like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it was there. They had some, like I said, like etching comedy. If those two are together, I usually won't be too mad about it.
Mhm.
Let's see. um, I did not foresee the student council president turning to like going full yandere with Sid.
Oh yeah, that was actually one of the more fun aspects of the show. I hate that I kind of part of me hates that they keep introducing new girls and like having them go crazy for Sid, and then like writing them off. But
Yeah,
if they are gonna be all as good as they have been recently, like I liked Alexia, I like Shirley, and now I like this new girl who's just like a crazy Sid simp who's like hilarious. When she was trying to hold his hand and she just like,
yeah,
has her
I know
hand
they see that was great,
hovering over nothing for like a whole
right? Like,
minute.
like she's still talking as if she's still holding the hand,
He's like on the other side of the room, like, what the fuck are you doing?
and then it pans to him, and then pans back to her, and then she's all of a sudden like just behind him holding his hand again. So yeah, that was really funny. Finding out that the girl with the short hair and the one braid, I forget what her name is. Um the artist, the author,
Yeah.
how apparently she's making her career as an artist do basically just plagiarizing stories back in our world.
Yeah. See, like moments like that are great because it gives the characters like actual character and stuff. And it makes Sid funnier because in his whole reaction, it was a very Konosuba esque moment where his reaction is just like, I'm disappointed, you're trash.
Right. It was very
He even
funny
made the Cosmo face, which was cute.
because he did. That was funny. Let's see. Beta. Her name is
Mm.
Beta.
And I think
Uh,
the other girl that got some attention was it Epsilon? She's like
yes.
yeah, just using the
Oh
the
my
the the
god.
shadow slime to give herself bigger breasts, and they're just like constantly jiggling for no
Oh my gosh. That story was so funny. Where her and Beta just talking and their breasts are just like
reason.
have unnecessary.
Yeah, at one point she's literally just standing still, and then her breasts just start flopping everywhere. Like she
Right.
didn't even move.
Right. See that when it's a clear comedy episode and then they have fan service like that that's that ridiculous.
Yeah, that's
I
fun.
appreciate that.
Hmm.
That's funny because it's like, well, girl, why your boobies just moving? Um, I was telling Oni when we were watching it. I was like, it would have been more fun. I guess it's just me. It would have been funny if they just went like completely off the rails and like the breasts just started like moving like crazy. Just I don't know, started moving in different in different ways.
Hmm.
Started switching up the rhythm. I don't know. So something like that would have been really funny, but nonetheless, I was pleased.
Yes, it was a great moment.
Hmm. Damn, I can't think of anything else. I know it's gonna come to an end because next week it's gonna I only got back to plot, and then I'm gonna be like, fuck.
Hmm.
So
Unfortunately, yeah, but don't you hate
yeah,
when the show gets back to being about the plot?
yeah, I actually do. Oh yeah, they're definitely going back to it. Homeboy who got like impaled on the statue.
Yeah. All right, that was that. That happened.
Yep. So we're about to find out what's
Mm-hmm.
happening behind it. It's like, wow, a corrupt church arc. Didn't see this one coming. Dot dot dot. All right, let's move on to. Not it's not our last episode. Uzaki-chan wa Asobitai season 2 episode. Um, episode 11.
Now this is where you're gonna hate what I have to say, because I really do not like his father or family. Like they're really, they kill the show for me.
What? That's wild. I like the mom.
I mean, the mom was fine. Like I don't hate the mom. I just find her
Like
boring.
she doesn't have a lot of points because they're clearly focusing on the dad more. But when she comes, it's very
Yeah, like she had a
like
couple of moments, like when
she had like a moment,
she
which
like
is
pick up
literally
like slam
when
the
she just
dad. Yeah.
body slammed them both,
Hmm.
and was like, "Come eat." Now I gotta eat my food.
Yeah, there were definitely good moments like that. I don't know. I feel like there's not as much comedy when they're around, and I'm not a big fan of the dad's personality. He's kind of just trash.
Yeah, I think they could have made it more funny this episode.
Hmm.
Made him more funny. Like a character like him that's so trashy, he needs humor to like make it to balance it out, or else it's gonna be like, oh no, you're just like you
Hmm.
said, you're just trash.
And I don't even want to see him interact with like one of the things I like about the show is we get good characters, and then they're even more fun when they interact with each other. Like Uzaki's sister is good on her own, but then when she interacts with, you know, Sakurai, it's even funnier. I don't want to see his dad interact with anyone. Like, I'm like, oh my god, anyone you can interact with is just a nightmare. It'll be like horrible, but not in a good way.
I mean, I don't know. I
I'm pretty
don't
sure he just
dislike it
straight
when
up
he.
sexually harassed Uzaki or something.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I mean, I would not go that far, but I don't know. I like I. Yeah, it was just very jarring how all of a sudden he's like, "Yeah, I didn't like I basically cut you off from the family for like 2 years. Me single-handedly, I
Hmm.
did that. But now that you're back, let me try giving you love advice."
Yeah, I'm like, gotta work for
Right.
that.
It didn't feel like I feel like there definitely needs to be like an arc where he kind of like apologized and recognizes he had really
Mm,
shitty behavior. I think they kind of tried to skip like around that, and yeah, it's probably why you feel how you feel.
pretty much.
Excuse me. Um, I like when he was. I don't know when he's not trying to be serious. I feel like I just like him when he's not trying to be too serious. When he's not trying to be too serious and just makes a bunch of stupid jokes, that's when I think I can um I can tolerate him to put it nicely. But outside of that, yeah, it's like you're good because episode before,
Hmm.
like when the introduction, because like that was just like such a great way to introduce the character. Like 'cause it's
Mm,
like wow, you're so crappy. But I feel like you that's a good starting point, but I don't think you could stand there. I think you have to keep developing him as a character. You have to make him a little bit redeemable, like somewhat redeemable. Because yeah, after this episode, he's still not redeemable in my eyes at all.
yeah, they, but he's not gonna get that development. I don't think in this season at all because there's only like 2 episodes
Yeah,
left. So
yeah,
like that's like a season 3 thing.
yeah. Agreed. Um. Also, his body is not a turn on at all.
What?
Not at all, because it's his face. Like his face looks so like it looks wrinkly. So, and I don't like his hair either. It does not hit the way it's not hit the same the way Uzaki's dad. Like that. Oh, that does it for me.
Mm. Yeah, Uzaki's dad is better.
Yeah, and we see that
And
because
we're comparing moms. It's not even a contest.
and we see this because in the very next scene, it's so funny that we're like shitting on uh Sakurai's dad, because then we see literally how Sakurai gets the support he actually needs
Mhm.
from other men that aren't his dad, which is kind of actually makes you appreciate that scene a lot more
Yeah, that's a good point. It's like a
because
father
like
figure
it's
that he didn't have.
exactly, and it's more than just Uzaki's dad. It's Uzaki's dad. It's um
Hami's dad.
Ami's
It's
dad.
everyone else's dads.
Yeah, everyone else's dad. But Sakurai. That's okay because then it's a whole bunch of dads helping.
Hmm. That's
You
cute. That's
know,
wholesome.
right? It was very wholesome, and it wasn't like it wasn't like it wasn't like that locker room talk that I expect from a bunch of men from like most anime, because usually they'd be younger or they'd be in college even. No, it's like a bunch of grown men like giving this young man like advice, but not in a you know scalding way. You
Mm.
know, I don't know. I really like that. I don't know why it hit for me, but it did. But all that goes to shit because in a very rare moment, Uzaki shoots herself in the foot with her mouth.
Yeah. That was
Right?
a
He
really
was,
relatable moment for me for Sakurai. I was like, yeah, I've been there.
yeah. that was. I feel like, yeah, she kind of deserved it. Not for just specifically that one time, but just like both seasons.
Yeah.
Where he's just like, I'm really gonna try to, you know, be open to you and have a conversation. And then she just starts with her bullshit and he's just like, girl, fuck you. And just locks her out. So I know there's you partially don't like this because you're like, oh no, this is them forcing the drama. But to be fair,
Well,
if I had to
this is
sit
a fair way
through
to. It's not really forced because this has
right.
been a long time coming. At least this is
Exactly.
built up to.
Exactly. So now the she's like, "Oh no, the consequences of my actions. I can't just be a." And this is something that everyone, myself included, had to learn. Can't bully your way into a friendship all the time.
Yeah, it's. I like that the ending was just her like clawing at the door like a cat. That was cute.
Yeah. But knowing this anime, I'm pretty sure they can get over it by
By
the next
middle of
episode.
next episode.
Exactly. She's gonna apologize, look cute, and he's like, no, 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 fine.
And I'm here for it.
Same. All right. Oh, wait, before we um and shout out to that point where that one scene where Sakaki and Ami and Uzaki are drinking. And excuse me, and as Uzaki gets more drunk, she just keeps rambling on more and
Oh
more
yeah,
about Senpai.
I forgot about the whole scene.
And Saki's like, "Yay, we're doing this! So, hey, Ami, don't fuck this up. Like, girl, you're literally drooling." Yeah, that was also a fun scene.
Yes.
All right, last but not least, we have Utawarerumono Futari no Hakoro, episode 25. Um, so I kind of liked this kind of big moment that happens for all the forces come once again. It's almost as if, oh, the battle's over, you guys can all leave. No, wait, come back.
Yeah,
It's a new threat.
a new threat has arise.
And this new threat is like, they're not playing around because Oshtor, he immediately turned into an Akuraka and got immediately trapped. Immediately was defeated. So that was funny. Um so yeah, Kwan comes and then she also reveals herself. She's like, I'm here, but I'm also the princess. So what's good?
I feel like they could have. I wish they had done it in a more like extravagant way, but that's fine, I guess.
Right, yeah, it's fine. I kind of agree. I was like, wait, why? Why do you reveal yourself like
Yeah, like what was
that?
the point of that? Like if they had
Right.
done it way back when she had revealed herself to Haku, like the first time where he was like drinking with her or whatever, and she like lifted up her veil or whatever to show him, that would have been cuter. Or if she like showed everyone there, but whatever.
Right. It was still an epic moment.
Yeah.
Um and all the forces come and help, and then they also start fighting with their okay animation. They're very,
with
very
their
average.
passable animation budget.
Right, passable animation budget. And they end up, winning the fight with the I don't know, the monster twinks all blowing themselves up. The Kingdom Come.
Or monster twinks.
Poor monster twinks. But then when Arshoru wakes up, he realizes that his life force is starting to fade from using the mask.
That I
So
don't like so much.
I understand. I can understand that because it's like, girl, like either you dead or you not.
I feel like you're trying to force a tragic ending now, where it's be like, oh, he's gonna pass away.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Not he didn't do it. So he's gonna be put in a position where he has no choice but to use it, and that's gonna be the time where it kills him.
Yeah.
I'd rather just been just like what happened with the first Oshitoru, who just he used it. We didn't know he was using that much power, and then he dies.
Yeah, this feels kind of like more generic-y. I'm just like,
Yeah, it's
eh.
like, oh no, we're letting you know what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Maybe it's a curveball because they're like letting us know it's gonna happen. It doesn't actually happen, but
that's what I want to happen, but I feel like that's not the case.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, we'll see. She turned all those people into those ugly monsters. We find out, so the whole capital is like gone, and most people inside of it, which it's kind of sad.
Still mad this could have all been avoided if they just killed Woshis or killed the twink that stole the ring.
That part. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, so I feel like speaking of death flags,
Hmm.
looks like them twins are also in danger.
Oh yeah, I'm very upset about that too. They better not die. I like the
It's
twins.
it's giving it's giving death flag.
But they're gonna die in a useless way too. They're like, we stopped them, and they died, and they're like, oh no, it
Right.
had no effect.
Yep. Well,
Mm,
it is. We'll see what happens next episode. Oh yeah, Corn came with the Gundams. That was wild. I forgot that they had Gundams in this.
yeah.
That was very convenient. Um, so yeah, we're gonna see what I'm assuming is the beginning of the final battle. Dot dot dot.
Europe.
Yeah, I think with that being said, we are done with our reviews, and I think it's going to be the end of the podcast. So, only if you'd like to take us away.
Guys, if you enjoyed this episode of the Waifu Wars podcast, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you can catch every episode as they go up every week. If you haven't already, do follow us over on Twitch, follow us on Twitter, and join the party on Discord, all linked in the description down below. You can even become a channel member or patron and support us that way and gain access to our members only channel on Discord, as well as access to our live watches, which we do every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. This season, we're watching Chainsaw Man and Spy Family with our patrons. So if you want to get in on that action, you know what to do. And Drew, do you have anything you'd like to say?
I definitely had for the arc that I totally just forgot. Well, but considering how long we've been recording, I'm kind of glad we didn't touch on it, even though I don't
We've
think it
been
would.
rambling for a while.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't touch on it, but definitely we're gonna talk about it next week. But yeah.
Stay tuned, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Until then, though, this has been Cerrone and
True, we do.
we'll catch y'all later. Later.
Bye.